What else have people been talking about this week? Sean, your team to go first.
Well, I think almost definitely been talking about the release of the new Harry Potter novel. Sold something like 10 million copies in an hour, and it's not just kids that read it, it's adults. I saw a bloke on the train reading it the other day, and I did think to myself, I thought, well, I wonder if when he goes home, right, for his tea, he has alphabetti spaghetti and like dinosaur-shaped chicken bites. And if he sees a woman in the pub he fancies, he just runs over and punches her in the arm. I haven't read any, and people say to me, they say like, what, you haven't read it? Like I'm the weird one. Yeah, I don't give a shit about wizards. Oh, what's that? If I see the word wizard on a page, I do that. You know? It's just a natural reaction.
You clap. Oh, I love wizards. Slater, how are you?
I'm damn good, mate. Very good,
What's he on about?
I don't know.
Can't understand every word he's saying.
Dave, Rob, Johnny, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
Is it anything to do with this Sir Ian Blair fella? Is he the chief of the Metropolitan Police who's apparently he got caught illegally taping a conversation he was having about the illegality of taping phone conversations because he likes to tape stuff. Because usually if you ring him up, he kind of says, "Hi, it's Ian Blair. I should warn you that this conversation is being taped for quality control and training purposes." Shoot.
You've got to get permission.
If you're filming them, you definitely need permission, yeah. Especially if it's with a thermal imaging camera. I know exactly your body temperature now.
Even at Blackpool, when you got off with the right quirky lass, ruins the mood.
When you finish with a quirky
See that teddy bear with the massive eye?
Christian, do you think people should be allowed to take phone calls?
To tape phone calls?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys were talking about?
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, there's certain conversations I wish I had taped in my life.
Which conversations do you wish you'd take?
Well, they're, you know, little private, quiet conversations that I wish... they're distant memories now, and I really enjoyed them when I was having them, so... maybe she taped them, I don't know.
I wish I'd taped, the other day I ordered a pizza. I wish I'd taped the conversation. Because I said no olives. It turns out it's got olives in it. I said no olives. He said, no, you didn't say that, mate. If I taped it,
Yeah,
I could have got it
know
and
what
rubbed it in
I
his
said.
face.
Yeah. I think everything should be taped, though. I'm taping now. It's good.
Get that in a teddy bear's head and come to Blackpool.
And Justin, what have the nation been talking about?
We've had this heat wave, had an official heat wave, or as one daily paper said, killer heat. Killer heat. But luckily enough, they print these tips and advice inside the papers. Thank God. Because we'd never think of stuff like that, would we?
Drink water.
Just all those, you know, drink water.
Drink water.
That's why I'm thirsty. It's something to do with the heat.
These weather warnings, they're stupid, aren't they? Come on, and they say, today, weather warning. It's hot. Look outside. But then, to be fair, they say it's for the vulnerable people. It's for babies and it's for old people. So I'd like to, if I can, do a weather warning for my nana. Take your fucking coat off. 34 degrees, love.
Why is hot weather such an excuse for such execrable clothes?
Well, not everyone looks crap in a bikini, Tricia.
Sorry, what was that?
That's when because he was being a moose.
He was being a moose.
No, moose is like this.
Emo, you're from California. It's always hot there.
Yeah, I go to the beach. You know, I love the sound of the crashing surfers against the rocks.
It's very calming and spiritual, isn't it?
It is, but nothing's like... I was off the coast of Florida on my uncle's boat, and I said to my sister, you gotta go in the ocean, it's wonderful. She said, I told you, I'm having my period. You know, she takes all the fun out of shark fishing.
What else have people been talking about this week in the news?
Is it the news the NHS are going to refuse to treat smokers unless they give up smoking, which is obviously the thin end of the wedge situation. You know, if you've got gunshot wounds, they'll ask you to leave the mafia. Or, like, if you're a Top Gear presenter and you can't control a jet car, they'll say, no more petrol for you, you idiot.
Poor bloke.
Am I the only one who wishes it was Jeremy Clarkson?
Just because he hit you once, don't cry.
He hit me 3 times and it didn't hurt, all right?
Did he hit you 3 times? Because it was what was that at?
That's the scar there.
You've got a scar?
Yeah, and we kept running stories on the Mirror about him cavorting with women who weren't Mrs. Clarkson. And eventually he cornered me at the British Press Awards and smacked me 3 times in the head. And after the 3rd one, I went, is that...
That got a smattering of applause. Well done.
Well done, Jeremy. Quite ironic, really, because I didn't hit him back because I thought I'd be sacked. And then 3 weeks later, I was sacked anyway.
What have the nation been talking about this week?
It's got to be Osama bin Laden's son marrying that woman from Cheshire. Basically, this woman, Jane something or other, she's 50-ish. And 51, that's right. She's married this fella who is that mentalist's lad. And they're going to move to Cheshire as well, which sounds brilliant, doesn't it?
They're waiting for the visa so he can come from Saudi Arabia. Married. I wonder if they're going to get the visa.
I imagine the wait at the airport, even if they do get the visa, is going to be significant.
Huge, yeah.
If he comes over and lives in Cheshire, he'd be a nightmare neighbour, wouldn't he? If that ball comes over here, I'll put a plane through it. You know what I mean?
It's just a really beautiful love story. I think we shouldn't mock it.
Do you think they're going to remake Shirley Valentine?
No, you know what I think? This is a TV movie waiting to happen. It's going to be Jane Seymour and Jessie Metcalfe playing those two. Mark my words.
Jessie Metcalfe playing Osama bin Laden's son?
Yes. He's very versatile.
They've seen each other once in the past, like, 15 months or something.
Yeah, but they spend like, loads of time on the phone planning the wedding.
Exactly.
There's a chance that it may soften bin Laden's feelings towards Western values.
Yeah.
And bring an end to this senseless conflict. Yeah. Or make it worse.
He's the ultimate embarrassing dad, isn't he? He's like, he says, I think the Twin Towers was bad. Do you want to see him dance?
Does all Northern Soul moves.
Britain's favourite word?
Knockers, fanny, tits, flange. I wanted to get in before Frankie.
So it's our favourite receptionist from earlier back.
I think it's gusset. It's saucy, but it's not revolting.
Is this what you put in the phone cards? Saucy but not revolting,
Yes,
gusset.
Gusset.
It's derived from the Latin.
Bollocks. That's Latin, isn't it? Bollocks.
Is it?
Old Latin, yeah.
Old Latin, yeah, from the East End of Lat. It describes a stupid or foolish person.
Knobhead.
Begins with an N.
Nincompoop.
Right answer. Yes, Britain's favourite word is nincompoop. Number 3 on the list is mum, as in, I fucked your mum, you nincompoop. Jason, Christian, Johnny, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
Is it these extreme marathon people who suffered extreme weather? You know?
What was that, Christian?
I can't bear this story. I had to do it on Sunday night. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's your job reading the news. We all read the papers because we enjoy them. I can't bear this story. I had to read out what happened. Oh, they're running and then it rained. I hate it. Jon Snow gets all the good stories. I hate it.
You hear mountain marathon and you think, oh, you know, it's a bunch of athletes running up a hill. It's a bunch of old people hobbling up mountains. And then when we did the stories about how they were all washed away and didn't know what they were doing and got lost, they then got angry with us and saying, oh, no, you were making it up and we were all fine. And these stupid people, I just want to say to them, don't waste my time. I have had it with your stupid antics. The next time there's a weather storm, just don't call us.
Fair enough, yeah.
That seems reasonable. Can I just take a quick opportunity? I'd like to apologise on behalf of Channel 4 for any offence caused. I could give you this opportunity to resign. Would you like to resign? It's all the rage in the media. Go on, resign.
A bunch of very healthy people who can have whatever operation they want from the NHS, right, decide to go out and fucking try and kill themselves and cost us thousands of pounds in helicopter rescues and everything. I've had to drop 4 stone to get a new hip. Not by going up a mountain, I do now. Just by cutting out pastry.
You managed to drop 4 stone by cutting out pastry. How much pastry were you eating?
I slept on a pastry bed.
And
I ate it every night. I went to bed in a big pie. I woke up in tears. I wept gravy. You know.
I know the petty.
It doesn't sound that far-fetched. I can see your head poking out of a pie. Like you're in a jacuzzi.
Nicky, do you think he looks 10 years younger?
Oh, look at Nicky. Nicky has no interest in me.
Looking good, Johnny. Your arms are really thin.
I've got a question for you, Nicky. I've been trying to get my wife to take part in your show, right, 10 years younger. Is it wrong that she's 22?
Yeah. You wanted to look too. Is that what you say?
No. 20 years younger. 12.
That'd be sick. I tell you what, that's sick. I'm just curious. I think... unfortunately, if the Channel 4 bosses are watching, I don't think we found Carol Vorderman's replacement. Characteristic that most defines Brits.
Binge drinking, and also going to other people's countries and thinking that they quite like us binge drinking there. And then, while we binge drink in other people's countries, mistaking people not being able to understand English for them being deaf and stupid.
I tried to communicate through patio furniture. I just throw patio furniture across piazzas. And I hope that lands in a way that suggests chicken salad.
Yeah, we drink for everything in this country. We drink to celebrate, we wet a baby's head, we toast friendships, we warm a flat.
Just bought a new spanner.
Hey! Oh, no, it just occurred to me that we haven't mentioned tea.
It's got to be tea, yeah?
It's got to be tea. Who was it that said they like tea more than sex?
Boy George famously said, I prefer tea to sex.
I prefer tea to sex. Yeah, well, if you're invited back to his house, so would I.
Is it negativity? We're very negative people, British people.
No.
We are very negative. If British people landed on the moon, we wouldn't have put a flag up. We put a little sign up saying, caution, uneven surface. Like in China, they have fortune cookies. The equivalent in this country with a pie with a gas bill in it.
Is it building people up and then knocking them down? Susan Boyle went from being, you know, a sort of nondescript old woman to the greatest singer in the world and back again in the space of a week, and everybody was saying, oh, she's forgotten her roots and having a go at her, and just because she'd had a few wheelbarrow loads of hair removed from her head. And, you know, we clipped our dog's eyebrows the other week. It doesn't make him Elton John.
It's the most British thing. It's the thing that we talk about most.
Weather.
The weather.
Correct. Yes, the characteristic that most defines Brits is an obsession with the weather. Whenever we have a heat wave, old people are told to stay indoors, and that's because they don't look good in bikinis. Most common reason to wake up in the night.
I know what wakes me up in the night. Those rumble strips on motorways.
Is it John Terry's erection?
Is it reason to wake up in the night? Is it because you're a badger? and just saw it. It's like getting highlights for a badger.
I tell you, it's weird. Well, you got a dog, and sometimes he makes like a weird... It's only happened like once or twice in its whole life, but sometimes he makes a weird noise where it yawned, but its mouth moved in a certain way, and it went, hello. Right, that will freak you out, man. Hello. What the fuck is that?
Waking up thinking you need a really giant piss, but then discovering when you get to the toilet you only need a thimbleful, and then catching sight of your bloated middle-aged carcass in the mirror of the bathroom and thinking, what happened to that young lad, that Shropshire boy, so full of hope?
Oh, it's not full of hope, sorry. Oh. Needing the toilet is the right answer. So you want to go first. What do you like the look of?
Oh, we like the picture.
The little child?
You've chosen the child asking a question. Here's yours. In a poll to find out which scientific questions parents most fear being asked, where did I come from came second.
Yeah.
What came first?
We're the only country where that would crop up near the top.
My daughter only asked me 2 days ago.
Right.
She's 3.
Well, I suppose in your current condition, she's thinking,
Yeah.
Mum, come on, you're letting yourself go.
What did you say? What did you say then?
I went for the special cuddle. Mummy asked Daddy...
Magic cuddle.
...for the magic make-a-baby cuddle. Daddy
That makes
says...
it sound weird.
Really?
Yeah, I think it makes... I mean, not only from an adult looking...
She's 3!
No, she'll be fine with the magic cuddle, but I'm feeling a bit seedy.
I find you.
Is that magic or normal?
You're not going to get anything out of that, lads. OK, so what's the scientific question that parents fear the most?
What is gas?
Why has Daddy got a hob in the bath?
Why do bicycles not work in the sea?
OK, I'll put you on the spot. I'll ask you a few questions. You've got young kids,
I
so
have, yes.
OK, you should be prepared for this.
Yeah.
Why is the sky blue? Come on.
I'd be like, how can you
Yeah,
talk?
go
You're
on.
only one. Children are genius.
Reflection of the water.
Yeah,
in the
that's
sky.
what I thought it was.
Reflection of the water in the sky.
It's mice.
I thought it was
It's
that.
the mice with torches. Carol's. I'm storming it with Carol.
Fingers on buzzers. What else have the nation been talking about this week?
Well, that's about it, isn't it? Nothing else going on at the moment.
Maybe Vorderman.
Vorderman's in the
Vorderman's
news.
big news.
Carol Vorderman has said that kids should learn maths compulsorily until they're 18.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. That's like 40 years.
She said they should do it. No, it's 18 years. Where did you get him from?
She said it's increasingly important to be mathematically literate in the workplace. As if, like, at what point wasn't it? And why would you commission a maths report from someone who is good at maths but unemployed?
Not my fault.
It's a little bit your fault.
I didn't feel like people are actually that bad at maths until
I've
I
seen
saw
some bad stuff, though.
Yeah,
what's the worst maths you've
I
seen?
did a programme with dispatches, and they were looking at this school that had implemented this magical new teaching of maths. And I met an 11-year-old girl that couldn't work out 500 minus 499. This was after a year of their new magical teaching.
500 minus...
499.
Can you hold up your fingers? I'm going to need everyone's fingers. Sorry, audience.
You get how many fingers in one hand?
5.
How many fingers in 10 hands?
Oh, shit.
40.
Yeah, no, what?
Ask him again. What's the question?
Yeah, well, it's not difficult. It's your top's not done up, so it's hard to... Give yourself... Miss, do your top up, and then we can get on with the maths.
Ask me a question with 11 in it. Chauncey, what else do you think people find annoying about modern life?
Is it war?
Well, we're looking for things that are annoying. I mean, it is annoying.
Can you turn it down? Don't know what's the news. No, the advertising people, but the adverts in your brain.
I love adverts.
Really?
Yeah. You know when have you seen the milk one? There he goes. Listen, love. I swear I've changed. I'm not the same anymore. It's this milk standing talking to this woman. Because he's got rid of his lactose or something. She can drink him now.
Are you broken?
Oh, it's a great advert.
The worst thing to say to someone who's just been dumped?
Oh, well, at least there'll be no one there to see you crap yourself when the baby's born.
You're going to take the question literally. The worst thing to say to someone who's just been dumped is... What's going on there? Well, I'm just saying that's the worst thing.
That's pretty bad.
I went to somebody and say, oh, she's lonely left me, and they just went... That'd be pretty bad, wouldn't it?
I think it would distract me from my heartache.
I think the worst thing to say to somebody would be, too bad, because that was probably your last shot.
There's a level of sincerity in the way you said that as well, that someone would just be crushed.
That's worse than the...
worst thing you can always say is just the truth. Just say, well, you know, statistically, you're probably never going to find true love. At best, you'll find someone willing to just see it out with you. But it's not to say you'll be happy. Someone might stay with you, but you'll probably never be happy. You'll grow to hate each other. Or, never mind, you might meet someone at the clinic.
Have you ever dumped anyone?
No. Actually, no, I have, actually. I had a girlfriend when I was 13, and I had to dump her. To the tune of, I'm sorry, I'm gay.
To the tune of, I'm sorry, I'm gay?
Yeah, it's one of the scripts, apparently.
That is a good... Could have been worse. You could have gone, I'm sorry, I think you've turned me gay.
It's worse if it happens during.
Sorry, she did say, my last boyfriend said that too.
Did you say, have you got a number for him?
If I'd known that's a brilliant way to get out of relationships, isn't it? If I'd known that. I mean, the trouble I've had trying to extricate myself from relationships in the past. One woman I was with for a while, it's very hard just to leave, isn't it? I just moved out one thing at a time. I'd take a teaspoon. One day she was going, where's the pepper grinder?
OK. Worst thing to say to someone who's just been dumped? It's to do with your physical appearance.
Because you've got no genitals.
It involves food.
You're too fat.
You've got a cock like a carrot. Your breasts are like 2 pork chops.
I don't know, is it you're overweight?
I'll give you that. That is near enough. Yes, the worst thing to say, according to the survey, to someone who's just been dumped is, maybe you should go on a diet. It's much better to say there's plenty more fish in the sea. Well, there were, but it looks like you've eaten most of them. Top thing Brits only do at Christmas.
Eat chocolate for breakfast.
Only do at Christmas.
Well, oh, no.
I don't like advent calendars.
Oh, I like an advent calendar. We got a really good one last year, and I came home on like the 2nd or 3rd of December from a few days away, and my boyfriend looked really guilty, and I said, what have you done? And he said, I've eaten a fortnight.
I think some people only do at Christmas is drink eggnog. Eggnog? It's liquid egg. Why would you want to drink that? You only should drink it if there's loads of alcohol in it, and even then it still tastes like gleet.
You're not a fan of eggnog? I've got a little drinky treat for you.
You haven't got eggnog, have you?
Well, I've got better than eggnog. What I've done is I've got some eggnog, but I've bought some bacon-flavoured vodka. Oh. So I'm making bacon and eggnog.
Let's have that.
OK?
It's just egg and cream. Why would you do it?
All right, well, I take it you don't want one, then.
I'll have one.
I've got some other drinks. Don't worry about that. I'll pass these. Go on, I'll give you 2 of these over here.
Where's
Hang
the
on.
vodka, though?
I'll give you the vodka in 1 sec. Hang on. There's the vodka. But taste that, genuinely.
Yeah, do you want put it in the eggnog or just...
I mean, that looks like a pussy discharge.
No, that's already in the eggnog. The other drinks that I've got for you, just because Christmas drinks are fun, I've got... This is pizza-flavoured beer.
I'll have a go on that.
What's that one? Sure. So it's beer, but genuinely tastes of a pizza. Get involved.
Oh. Awesome.
Yeah. You want to give that a go?
Oh, yeah, I'll have a go, yeah.
Why not?
Thank you, Jimmy.
I want some beans.
You drink that? I have mine with a fried slice.
A lot of the stuff I drink smells of bacon because I don't do the washing up properly.
He drank both.
That Joe.
There you go.
He's vile.
Bruno.
He's absolutely vile.
Yeah.
Give me some more, my darling.
Oh, I've had bacon for months.
Genuinely, that taste of pizza. That taste of pizza.
I changed my mind. It's not a pussy discharge.
I'm going to smell so good on the tube home.
There's one more thing still to get.
Is it the smell that came over from France? The smell in the week was released and it came directly across. Did people not know about this?
Yeah, I knew about it. Sorry, Jimmy, what was it? What did it smell of?
It's apparently it smells of sweat, garlic and rotten eggs. According to reports, it's called mercaptan.
And it came from a French factory, didn't it? And then it wafted over...
It wafted over the channel.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's impossible to comment on this without being anti-French. So why try? Yeah. You know it must be bad when even the French notice the smell.
Well, I think... Could you smell this in Essex?
No. We would not have come out of our houses if we'd have smelt it.
But then equally, I think the bigger debate is, what if you were a village sort of 5 miles away and you knew you could smell it in the other village but not in yours? Would you drive to smell it?
You know who you are? My sister had a boyfriend who would purposely go in the loo after she'd been in there and be like, yeah. And she was like, don't go in, don't go in. And he was like, I'm not, I'm just getting hand towels.
It wasn't me, can we just say? Can we just clear that out? I think it was glad to see, because they were calling it Le Pong. It's nice to see Pong getting a bit of work without Ping piggybacking on it. Because Ping got the big microwave contract about 20 years ago. Poor old Pong's like, you're off out again? Yeah, I'm doing the microwave gig. I'll just wait until someone plays that game from the bloody 70s again. Poor old Pong.
The thing that is concerning, like, everyone's going on about the smell, but what if there is some bad stuff in that gas that has got into our bodies if you did breathe it in, and it's like eating our organs and you don't know it?
Could be melting our brains.
It could be, it could be. People my age don't really watch the news because they find it boring.
How old are you?
32. Every night sometimes I go on YouTube and I came across this guy, right, called David Icke.
Yes.
And I've been watching him and he's really
Well, this explains a lot.
You're his target audience, Gemma.
Am I?
Yes, you are exactly the sort of person he's trying to reach.
He is fascinating. He has said Beyonce isn't real.
But...
And basically, we are all run by aliens. Like, there's aliens living amongst us in this country, like reptiles, which... See, why do you know to do that? Why do you know? He says that. David Icke says they pull off their... he shows it on the thing.
They pull off their faces?
Yeah.
Well, I imagine when you take the fake tan off, it looks different.
Yeah. Why should we just believe that this gas has just come? Why did it come? What is it doing to us?
You sound like you've just smoked your first joint.
I haven't.
Well, I can tell you the French gas leak is not one of the most talked about things this week. But after extensive investigation, the cause of the foul odour was narrowed down to 2 possible sources: everything in France or everyone in France. OK, last week an 80-year-old Russian man survived a fight with a bear. True story. He bravely kicked and headbutted the bear before the bear threw him off a cliff. He survived, but a bear basically came at him and he fought him off. So we asked our studio audience, do you consider yourselves brave? Yes or no?
I was really hoping you had a clip.
I'm not dismissing the bravery of a man, but it sounds to me like he survived because he got thrown off a cliff. I'm going to speculate, had the fight continued, he would have got the shit kicked out.
He was an 80-year-old Russian shepherd. He was approached by a bear in a raspberry field. So this is true. This is a nursery. This happened this week. Approached by a bear in a raspberry field. He showered him with kicks and headbutts. Reporters say he managed to knock the bear off balance before it threw him off a cliff. He was hospitalised with bruises, bite wounds and 4 broken ribs. Wow. Discharged within a few days, and it's not known how the bear is.
I just love it how we're sitting slagging a man off who fought a bear. We're like, ah. We're sitting in London in a warm studio. He fought a fucking bear.
Yeah, in a raspberry field. Get over it.
What's a shepherd doing in a raspberry field? How mobile are these raspberries?
Well, I like the line, he was approached by the bear. I can imagine, if you're the shepherd, a bear goes, excuse me.
The thing
is, to be fair, we've only got the shepherd's version of this story. I'd like to hear the bear's version.
In bear news, a bear was sexually assaulted today by a mad Russian. Joe, if you got attacked by a bear, what would your strategy be? What would you do?
Work the body.
But you know, I mean, I wouldn't be. The best way to deal with a bear, if a bear attacks you, and this is genuine, if a bear attacks you, is stay very still and wait for it until it gets really close, until it's literally about there, and then you just go, whoa, like that. And because it's got those big round feet, it just goes, whoa. They can't adjust. They've got no balls on their feet. So you just go, whoa, like that, and it just throws them. And then and sometimes I've been attacked by loads of bears, and they're just literally going, whoa, and they're all behind me in a big pile.
Would you remember that under attack? Because you know there's so much information about dealing with animals that I think if a bear attacked me, I'd probably like piss on my feet or something, you know, get confused with jellyfish. So you'd have to remember it. Would you remember that?
What, the difference between a bear and a jellyfish? Easy.
OK. We asked our studio audience, do you consider yourself brave? Yes or no? John, I associate you with machismo and sort of all things that are... I mean, are you brave? Would you consider yourself brave?
I think sometimes, Jimmy, the bravest thing you can do is just be yourself. I think if that means shitting your pants and crying, then yeah, I'm brave.
Fingers on buzzers. What do you think?
I think it's the tax on sugar.
Yes.
There's obesity crisis, and they want to put a tax on fizzy drinks particularly, and also raise funds to pay for the NHS treatments, which will inevitably arise from the amount of obesity.
Johnny.
I like my vodka with a mixer. You start taxing the mixer, I drink my vodka without the mixer. I go out and I burn down factories. What's that going to cost the taxpayer?
If sugar, if Coke, right, causes obesity, why aren't flies fat? They love Coke, but they're not fat.
Flies know when to quit because they've got loads of eyes and they can see themselves and they cry and they fly off. If I'm drinking Coke and I don't have a mirror, I'll be there for days.
The survey revealed that a quarter of teenagers are addicted to social media, so we asked our studio audience, are you more honest online than you are face-to-face? What do you think?
I lie on both equally. I'll lie to your face and then online as well. So I'd flip a coin on this one.
Because you're kind of on Twitter, you're quite a legend, right? You've been voted the funniest man on Twitter.
I tweet.
How many followers now?
A little over 1 million.
Pretty good, pretty bloody good. And then you've tweeted some amazing stuff. My favourite tweet of yours?
Let's hear it.
Guns don't kill people. People who say guns don't kill people with guns. Isn't it amazing? During the World Cup, when Germany beat Brazil 7-1, do you remember what you tweeted?
I believe I tweeted, relax, Germany, they're not Poland.
Pretty bloody awesome. Also, this is sort of my favourite thing that's ever been said on the internet. Wi-Fi at my uncle's funeral is a fucking joke. Robbie was in the news this week because he reportedly enlisted a healer to drive an evil spirit out of his new home. So we asked our studio audience, do you believe in ghosts?
Robbie does.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's really weird.
Yeah, but he's changed his tune a bit, hasn't he? Get rid of ghosts. He, millions on angels, didn't he?
So what do you think? Do you think people believe in ghosts? I mean, Joey does, because he wrote a book for him, but...
I actually do. I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits.
What, like Jaeger?
What's Jaeger?
So do you genuinely believe in ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts, man. I believe in spirits.
What's the difference between a ghost and a spirit?
Well, I don't believe in Caspar, but I believe in...
in what way?
I believe in, like, there might be a spirit around me now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes,
this is a sign of protection.
I think it's a sign you've been to Argos.
But you're superstitious. I'm a bit superstitious. I have to take a special pen into the studio every night, and it's not this one.
You have to take a special pen in?
I'm a little bit OCD, so it's kind of...
my safety blanket, but I forgot it tonight.
I have that, I feel that. There's something more than what we
Welcome,
realise,
yeah.
Jimmy. There's something out there, guys. There's like my friend Henry VIII here always says, if there weren't ghosts, why were there big ghost tours?
Roisin, do you believe in ghost spirits, anything like that?
No, but I did once, you know, not believe in ghosts, but I've done that stuff as a teenager when you sort of go like, oh, if you could hear me, you know, like sort of
A bit of
seances.
Ouija board sort of
Yeah,
thing.
not sort of Ouija board. We didn't have enough money for that. Just Scrabble.
Scrabble with the lights out.
Yeah.
Why do ghosts always just turn up in, like, creepy old buildings and castles? They're never, like, in Matalan or on the... I wouldn't want to be a ghost. It looks like you'd be late nights and you're cold, aren't you?
I'm actually a ghost, and I'm finding this really offensive.
Yeah, we've got a poltergeist. What's it doing? Eating all the chocolate. I thought we had a poltergeist in our house. We first moved house, and stuff kept on moving, but it worked out as my mother-in-law come around poking her nose in when we were out. Keeps moving lamps. You've got your own house. Move the lamps in your house. It can't go on.
That's just grand design.
Ashling's team.
These are my favourites, which is like a gal's holiday.
Oh, they're like
Okay,
the lads and the girls all going away
gals.
together?
Yeah, I love that. Just a gal's holiday. It's just really nice because, like, you go out with your gals, then you stay out drinking every night for 7 nights until 7 a.m. You fall in love with a local barman, then you fight with your friend, then you go out and you get some food, and then you get food poisoning, you end up in a foreign hospital where you can't speak the language, and then you almost miss your flight home, and then you come back to the office and like, oh, did you have a good relaxing holiday? And you're like, yeah, it was really relaxing. Like, I love a gal's holiday.
Not entirely selling it to me, but I made up some, you know, lads on tour, girls on tour T-shirts. I think you've... there you go. Give those to you.
No.
Got some for you as well. There you go.
Oh.
We've gone for last leg over for you. Crack addict and Ryan Gaggs.
Ryan Gaggs.
Oh, this is nice. Posh nosh. Is that an instruction?
Natalie. Rob, what have you got? Let's go fucking gentle. Let's go fucking gentle. Come on, stick them on.
Oh,
that's the front, obviously.
I'm a bit worried about messing up my hair.
Where is it?
It's got my anus.
Is it bleach blonde?
No, I went brunette. Jimmy Carr, I said.
So, have you been on any girls' holidays?
I had a couple of girls' holidays. My niece turned 21 and we went to Ibiza. And it all sounds great. Sun, sand, sea. But I think I'm allergic to those 3 things. And when I go away, my legs, it's a thing called elephantitis.
I've
Has anyone
got
heard of this? Heard it?
Yeah, I haven't got it in my legs, but...
One nut.
So anyway, I just look shit. I'm sunburnt and I'm hot and I get drunk really quickly.
What's your level? Like, what can you drink before you're like, I'm
Well, it's very interesting. As I get older, I go from being absolutely fine, have one more glass of wine, and then I fall over.
I went to Cos. That was brutal. It's just, I don't think I could go on a lad's holiday anymore. I just sort of like my hair, my eyebrows, my marriage too much.
I did once go to Gay Pride in Berlin, and that did have a lot of lads on it. You could say that was a lads' holiday. In fact, it was entirely lads.
Lads.
Lads. That's what I kept shouting.
Thing is, with the lads' holidays, like, we all went out, we went to, like, Magaluf and, like, Tenerife, and it's at the end of school, and it's just like, we're going here to lose our virginity. And, like, I didn't know how to talk to girls. Like, I still believed my mate John from when we were 14, and he told me that when he finishes, it hit the ceiling. By the way, I believed that there was something wrong with my willy till I was 21. And I got my first proper girlfriend. And I said to her, look, I know there's something worse wrong with me than the hands and the leg. And she's like, what? And I was like, I know that it should be more powerful when I... So, yeah.
You just think mothers always went around going, oh, my God, I hate it when they get...
How did you think oral sex worked? You just thought, well, I guess the girl dies. So, Fred, you present first date. So we asked our studio audience, would you go on a blind date?
I've never been on a blind date, but I did take my mum to Nando's after she had a detached retina operation.
Judy?
I would go on a blind date.
Have you been on a blind
I've been
date?
on a blind date before. His name was Adam, but when I turned up, he looked like Amanda. And I had a lucky escape because I just walked away because, obviously, he was expecting someone called Lindsay with blonde hair.
It's quite nice because there's no investment, isn't it? Like, you don't know the person. If you don't like them, you're never going to see them again. So you can just go, right, you're not a keeper, so don't speak because I want to enjoy my dinner. It's rare I get a night away from my husband.
Natasha?
I've never been on a date. I've been on one date and I was 20, I think I was like 23, and I was so nervous that I said I was 17. And he was, and he
Were you
was
going on a date with R. Kelly?
No, but he was...
Have you been on Tinder? Have you ever been on Tinder?
I have, but the only thing I did on it was have, like, really disgusting, sexy conversations with really, really weird men.
How was it weird?
We're just being like, I'm a little mouse and I want some butter.
OK, I'm made of questions right now. You're a little mouse and you want some butter. Any other
just
examples?
so many weird... I really,
OK.
really just like, do you want to come and nibble on my bread tits? Are you a little rat like me? Squeak, squeak. And, you know, it was very, like, rodent-based. And then you just realise you're on your own on a Sunday afternoon in bed being like... This one man was like, I'm going to come, where are you? And I said, where are you? And he said, Tesco's.
Cilla Black must be turning in her flipping grave.
Fred, is there any hope for Natasha?
I don't know, actually.
And he believes in, like, love.
The world is very big.
Like my panties, but listen...
I met my husband through a blind date.
Really?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wasn't on the blind date with him. I went on a blind date because I'd been single for quite a long time, so I'd gone a bit feral. And someone set me up on a blind date, and I went on the blind date, and it was shit. But he introduced me to my now husband. Oh. I do think it's a nice idea in a blind date. You might find romance through that person.
Yeah, see it as an opportunity to network.
Yes, it's networking, absolutely.
Nish, have you dating history once?
Oh, you know, Jimmy, I will have kissed my fair share of women. Brackets 3. I was Mr. French at university, French kissing.
You know you have to do your tongue for French kissing, it's not...
What?
It's very much about... It's like being in an Austrian choir. That's the best preparation you can have.
No, I mean, listen, it's a miracle that I ever managed to sexualise any lady.
Well, I mean, when you speak like that, you really feel like...
Ted Bundy confession tape.
Muller, the yoghurt people, have been criticised by doctors over their range of alcohol-flavoured yoghurts. So I got some for us to try.
Yes.
These are gin and tonic flavoured yoghurts. Grab those. There you go. Perfect. Lovely. Hang on. JC, you grab those.
Oh, and they're light.
0.5%.
They're not vegan. I'm going to have to try this, aren't I? Because I'm on this show.
You haven't taken much convincing. If you're a vegan, I totally respect
I tell you what, they are delicious, though.
No, leave it. Leave it.
No, if you're vegan.
No, they are delicious. Have you tried it?
No. I respect you as a vegan. I couldn't allow... Don't feel compelled because you're on the show, Gemma.
Rob, so delicious.
It really is nice.
Oh. That's everything you want, isn't it?
It's like, because it's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, please. All right, let me just smell it.
No, have a taste. Go
Oh,
in.
yeah.
There weren't many cut.
Wow.
I can't believe you put Rob and Gemma next to each other. It's like a before and after photo at a transgender clinic.
It actually is.
What do you think, Harriet?
I don't want to be a dick, but try and be a vegan.
Well done.
Are you a vegan?
Yes.
OK, so that's how a vegan would deal with that situation.
Well... It feels to me like someone at Muller is an alcoholic and they've caught him drinking at his desk and he's gone, what? No research.
It just, for me, just tastes like a lemony yoghurt with a little hint of something, but that something could be that it's just 2 days out of date. If you trade it off, didn't you? You're not having a prawn 3 days out of date. I can take a yoghurt, I'm not a pussy.
Yeah. It's quite boozy, though, isn't it? I am absolutely mullered.
Finn Taylor, everyone. Finn Taylor.